color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Grape colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
There we go. 4-8. 58, come on. I'm trying to collect.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A toss play, Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here we go, 47. 48,
From the 45 on second down, Prescott. This complete to Jones. 7 yards there and a first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
He's checking.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here we go, 46. 58, come on. Here we go, kill. Come on. We don't want this. 26.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. On 2nd and 7, Prescott, and caught by Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin with a run by Smith. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
At the Chargers' 48-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
They'll toss it to Smith.
Go, run.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
You don't want no problem.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Yellow.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Check me out.
That one complete to Hill. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Let's get off the field.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Rosas' kick is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Check 50. Check 50. Out. Check 37. Check 37. Slam. Go. Get out there. 26.
On second down now, it's Gordon, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now Gordon on first down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Running on first down, Eckler. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tremont Smith, 81 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Prescott to throw it. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
53. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 26.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
We go 46. 22, my call. Let's go. 26.
Now Prescott. Caught by Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Switch. We go 47. 47. 48. Come on. Who that? 26.
Throwing. Prescott. Looking end zone for Jones. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Smith. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Smith. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Smith. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Trevor Williams with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On third down, here's Eckler. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. 6 guard, check 6 guard.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Pick me up. Here we go.
A first down carry for Smith. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he loses the football a second time. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good. You got it. Mike 22, Mike 22. Let's go, D. Check. Fresno. Here we go, 46. 26.
It's Eckler again. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And 47. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. It's our field. It's our field. 26.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
switch it, hey. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill, kill, kill. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 26.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll go down at the 28. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
There we go. Mike, 58, right there. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Here we go, 46, 46. 58, 56.
On first down, it's Gordon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Prescott. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down.
Yellow. There's a lot on the right. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Smith trying to run for it. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Mahomes eluding the... And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Charger drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
I'm here all day. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
Prescott from the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now Mahomes. Open man is Ross, complete. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Yellow. How's the blue lady? We own it. We own it.
Now it's Smith, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Smith, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tremont Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. They're going to try and run for it. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Jones has it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a first down in field goal range already. On first down, Gordon wiggles free, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Check three. We're going to 53.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Two times. Three down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gordon, and he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Check the. We're going to 54. Why is? We're going to 54. Why is? 58. Right over there.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside.
He's got a man. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now this is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2nd and goal. 3 red zone trips so far have yielded.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer.